Have you ever dreamt about taking a cruise on one of them fancy boats, soaking up the beauty and the magic just to free your soul? And floating on the ocean, just a notion that seems out of reach. One thing on your bucket list is just to go and see the beach. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising. Making your dream a reality.
You know you gotta do the things you've only dreamed about. Don't let anything stop you thinking you can't go all out. You can do the things you never thought were possible with helping hands to help you get there. Even oceans are no obstacle. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising. Making your dream a reality.
So if you ever dreamed about taking a cruise in one of them big old boats, soaking up that sun, feel that breeze, yeah, there is still hope. Don't let the ocean be a notion that is out of reach. Let's get together, help each other, and go see the sea. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You've got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising. Making your dream a reality. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising. Making your dream a reality.
Howdy folks, Darren here from magnificent Germany with Darren. But you know what's even more magnificent right now is sitting here on a cruise ship right here with my friend, Four Man, aka Kenneth Oakes. Kenneth, it is a pleasure for you being here.
Yeah.
And folks, and I'm going to say something real quick. All right, not only is he my friend, Kenneth's my friend, but he's my brother. And not only is my friend, not only is he my brother, but he is a fellow shipmate. Now, how in the world did that happen? Well, there's this organization called Helping Hands for Cruising. All right, what happens? They help folks who have never ever been on a cruise before, whether physically, in any kind of situation. They've never been on a cruise. Have you ever seen the ocean before?
No, this is my very first time.
Very
first time ever seeing the ocean.
They help folks in those situations to go on a cruise for the very first time. How cool is that? I mean, that is awesome. You know, the last year and a half, we knew we were going on this cruise ship and everything. And we knew we were raising money. We were having live streams, raising money to help folks. And Kenneth right here is the first recipient of this award. And Kenneth, how do you feel about this?
I absolutely love it, and I'm very thankful for the organization. I would actually like to see it continue to grow and get more recipients on cruises, and for people that's never been able to experience what I've experienced. Being able to see the ocean for the very first time, being able to try all kinds of different exotic foods, and getting to see real life flamingos. And
you saw a flamingo?
Yeah.
Check that out.
In Bonaire.
All right. Well, that's totally awesome. You also had some German food, by the way, didn't you? Throw that in there.
And Bavarian.
Yep, Bavarian food and Aruba.
And yeah.
But folks, let me tell you something. You might say, how in the world can I help Helping Hands for Cruising get the next recipient? Well, you can donate, all right? And you can donate by going to helpinghandsforcruising.org. You can make a donation anywhere, anytime. You can contact anybody that you see in any of the videos. They'll be able to direct you to that person, place, or thing to donate to. Even if you're not able to donate, if you write just a nice line saying hello and that you support this, that's donation enough right there. So always remember that. Kenneth, are you going cruising again?
If I ever get the opportunity to do so, I definitely would. I actually wouldn't mind going on the sister cruise ships of this Carnival Horizon, like the Vista and the Panorama.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. Hey Kenneth, is there anything else you want to say before we close?
And by the way, any donation is accepted. It doesn't have. It can be $1, $5, whatever you feel like donating.
It'd be 50 cents.
It'd be 50 cents. It all adds up.
Now we help you close this out?
Yes.
Ready?
Ready.
Okay, on the count of 3,
Yes.
we're going to sing Helping Hands for Cruising.
Okay.
And by the way, before that, I want to thank all the staff, all the committee members who put this organization together. My goodness, that is so important. Each and every one had their hand in something, and that was most appreciative. Things will happen by itself, right? Things will happen by itself. It takes hard work. It takes the heart of a person to get going. All right. So with that being said, on count of 3, we're going to see it in the key of P.
Okay.
Okay, whatever that is. Okay. I can't sing. Can you sing?
No,
We'll fake it. Ready? Okay. Count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Helping hands for cruising. Helping hands for cruising. Making a dream a reality. Yeah.
Oh my goodness me, does that bring back memories. Welcome aboard, folks. Nice to have you here. That was Darian from Magnificent Germany with Darian talking to young Mr. Kenneth Oakes. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. First in the chat, Scotty J. Whoop, whoop. Welcome aboard, buddy. Nice to see you here. Good morning to you. All I can say is good evening. The Down Under Cruisers have no idea who they are. And of course, Helping Hands for Cruising, saying g'day all. Welcome aboard, nice to have you here. Well, chatting with Shaun, right? So, first of all, let's start at the beginning. I'm asking the question, who has questions about HH4C? Who has questions about what we got coming up? Who has questions about what has been? Who has questions? Any questions? I'll be happy to answer them because at the end of the day, folks, we're a train that's moving. And if that train moves in the right direction, we're going to get everything we achieve and we set out to achieve. So first things first, US-wise, the board has been privileged to have a new member come on board and give us some assistance that we sorely need, especially in our communication side of things. Just wait, you'll find out who that person is. Yeah, choo-choo. Yeah, I like that. We are busy doing the countdown towards the Heroes Cruise. That's like 800 something days away until we actually figure out what the itinerary is. Having said that, we are at a shorter list of needing some funds to actually get that cruise up and booked. So we're looking for people who can assist us with sponsorship. So please, any which way you can, we would appreciate it. I know it's a bit early for me to start out the show already with putting that out there, but hey, if I don't get started now, it'll never get done during the chat. So, first things first, I had a chat with Bruce. He has got some more confirmation out of Norwegian that the itineraries will be updated round about the mid of August. So once we've got that on hand, yay, we should know fairly well exactly what cruise ship and what the itinerary. In the meantime, we're putting funds together because it really doesn't matter what cruise ship or what cruise line at this particular point. If somebody came on board and said, hey, I've got a cruise going, I'd like to host a recipient. Well, we've got some recipients right now that we could put on board that cruise. Excuse me. But having said that, we need all the assistance we can get, because right now the coffers are low, and right now we need as much assistance as we can get to get the coffers filled up. As you know, folks, we're putting our head down, getting everything sorted for the Heroes Cruise, and we're looking forward to some of the activities that are going to be on board. And we're also looking forward to getting a lot of community support. Already there is interest, but the interest is one thing. The minute we get the cabins and the figures and everything in place, our question is, how many of you will sign up real quick and get on board with us? Because at the end of the day, the cruise that we're putting together is going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we are going to be honouring a bucket load of people. So currently, the recipients that we've got on board is a young lady out of the Navy, another young lady who's a Gold Star family member. Those two know that they are on board. The third person that we've got right now is a cop. Does not know that she's on board as yet, but we will get that sorted. Having said that, we're certainly looking forward to welcoming all 10 recipients when we get them all sorted. And if you know of anybody that you think, hey, would really make a good recipient, then our suggestion is, first of all, can't be a family member, must be somebody that you feel comfortable with, but cannot be a family member. Just put together a 2 to 5 minute video telling us why you think they deserve a cruise. The major criterion is never cruised before in their life, never had the awareness or the opportunity. It does boil down to dollars. I mean, if I had Bill Gates come to me and say, hey, I've never been on a cruise, I'm going to go, yeah, Bill, you could probably afford your own cruise ship. In which case, he would not be a lucky person. However, if we had somebody that was put forward to us, like we have had with the 3 recipients we've got, they would certainly be deserving, and we would get them on board the cruise ship. So, we do have our standards. We do have our criteria. And we do want you to put together as much as you possibly can to get those people on board. Hey, if you're I don't know, if you're running a cruise every now and then, and you think you've got room for a recipient to put on board, put together a 2 to 5 minute video that tells us, hey, why you want that person to come on board, why you want a recipient, and then if everything pans out, we'll tee you up with a recipient and get you going. Give you some ideas. Any rate, the Heroes Cruise, as we know, is currently under planning. We've got currently the immediate board the immediate committee that's involved with the setup of the cruise currently consists of Bruce, the TA, Jimmy, from the Astute Tourist, myself, Chris Svartak, who's our treasurer, and Crystal, I believe. Now, everybody except for myself and Crystal have had some, and Jimmy, have had some service in the military. Jimmy has had service in the fire service, so he's a first responder, and we're happy for first responders to come on board. We definitely do want first responders. So like I said, one of the recipients is a cop. Now we're looking for a recipient who is a paramedic, and another recipient who is a firefighter. If we can get all of those on board, we will have a full house, and yes, that would be awesome. Get a full house. I can't think of a better cruise. We are trying to get at least 500 cabins sold. If we can get 500 cabins sold, that puts a good amount of money into the coffers for HH4C, but at the same time gives a whole lot of people a very big life change. 10 people to start off with that get the life change, and then there are a bucket load of other people who will get that life change experience as well. Like, for example, the people on board the cruise who have put their 2 cents worth into helping. Oh, and Scotty J, I've been told. I think that was by Scotty himself. But anyway, g'day Trisha, how are you? Hey Trish, how did you pull up after Saturday night's affair? I did feel for you. Seeing as I've never been in that position to have totally consumed that much in order to force me to eject it. I did feel for you, but I noticed that when you spoke to Danny the next day, you were in a good place, which is awesome, and I'm really glad about that. I certainly look forward to the opportunity of us meeting face to face. I think you'll have a great time with Ilana, and I know we're going to have an absolute blast. The Heroes Cruise is going to be the biggest cruise put on by Helping Hands in its 5 years of existence. And I was having a look through the previous recipients. It was very interesting. Saturday was insane. She was fine Sunday. That's awesome. So glad, so glad. And I know that you're getting ready for work, so you're in and out. Okay, that's fine. Yes, so I was having a look at all the recipients as I was doing some editing with things today, and had a look. First up, Kenny, and that's why I played that video with Darian and Kenny in the intro, because that was a real blast. I mean, here was a kid from Kingsport, Tennessee, had never seen the ocean, never walked on the beach, never had the beach sand between his toes. Amazing. It was fun. It was absolute fun. And then the next set we had on was James and Cindy Catanese. James is in a wheelchair. James is ex-military. So we figured there was a good mix there, and he'd never cruised before either, and it was really awesome to see him on board. And we also had Amber and Scott Hicks on board, and they were an amazing group, amazing couple. Tricia says she's only planning Alaska and the Heroes cruise so far for 28. Once she has those dates, she can fill in the rest of her calendar. So those are her for sure cruises. Well, Tricia, we so look forward to seeing you on board. Yes, so the next was Scott and Amber Hicks. Scott is a preacher from North Kakalaki, I believe, North Carolina, or was it South Carolina? I don't know, one of the Carolinas. But at any rate, he and Amber got, because of all the assistance that they had done, they certainly deserved the cruise they got, because they helped Kenny out like you wouldn't believe. Because when Kenny came back from his cruise, his life was totally different. I mean, totally different. So, yeah, that's one good thing happening. And then after that, we had Roxy come on board. Roxy had the experience of enjoying her very first cruise with Helping Hands, and she put forward another young man by the name of Dan. Dan was on the rock and roll tribute cruise. He had an absolute blast with us. So look forward to working with that guy, and so look forward to catching up with him. If we're lucky, he's going to join us on the rock and roll cruise, because he has to save. He has to save up real big hard to join us on that. Sorry, on the Heroes cruise. But I keep in touch with Dan every now and then, and you know what? It's an absolute blast, because that cruise changed everybody who went on it. The next person that we had on board was young Gabby. Gabby and her mum, Michelle. if you look at all the pictures, Gabby has got a smile on her face every single photo except one. And the reason why the one photo did not have a smile on her face was because she had to leave the swimming pool and go and get changed for dinner. I kid you not, she had to get changed for dinner and that upset her. And I don't have that photo on board. So, yeah, lots of good things, lots of good experiences. People change, people grow, lives get better. And what can I say? All we need is for you to get more and more people on board the cruise ship that are going to, absolutely change their lives. With that in mind, I'm going to say that, folks, we need to take a look and say, how can we make this a bigger, better deal for everybody? How can we get better people, more people on board this cruise? Because at the end of the day, the more people we get on board the cruise, the more we're going to change lives and give people experiences that they would never ordinarily have experienced. I know that we've got, with the heroes, we're honouring the military and the first responders. If that gets big enough, we'll be doing that around the world. We're trying to do that heroes cruise maybe on an annual basis if we can get the right numbers. But at the end of the day, and we'll be working with a number of other charities that will be helping us do so. I mean, can you imagine what's it like getting somebody on board a cruise that has given their all? And so what we're looking at is, if not the U.S., then the next one will be in Australia. And after that, the UK, or wherever HH4C goes next. So, let me I just got to press a button, and then I've got to do another button, and then I'm going to show you exactly what we're trying to achieve with this Heroes Cruise. So let's have a go, let's have a look, and yeah, exciting things coming up. Let's have a look. Any time now? Let's get that going.
Yeah, this one's for the ones who run through the fire, and the ones who stand between us and the fire. You taste the red lights down a 2-lane road, boots hitting pavement where the brave ones go. Through smoke and sirens, you never back down, pulling folks from the wreckage, turning lives around. Oh, I see you march with brothers by your side, stars and stripes waving on the other side. You leave your family, kiss them goodbye slow, carry the weight so the rest of us can go. To the heroes in blue and red and green, thank you for the courage we've all seen. From hometown streets to distant shores, you give your all and then give more. We're standing tall 'cause you stood first, grateful hearts beating strong and true, helping hands for cruising since it's too long. I say thank you, y'all, where you belong. When the call comes at 3 a.m., you're already gone, running into danger while we're singing this song. You wear the uniform, the badge, the scars, defending freedom near and far. Your kids wait up, your sweetheart prays for the day you walk back through the door someday. But you keep on giving day after day, living the promise in your own quiet way. To the heroes in blue and red and green, thank you for the courage we've all seen. On hometown streets to distant shores, you give your all and then give more. We're standing tall 'cause you stood first, grateful hearts beating strong and true, helping hands for cruising since it's too long to say thank you. like you, y'all, where you belong. So where the waves are gentle on that open sea, make peace find you like it found me. You've earned the sunset, the salt air breeze, a little healing for the soul, if you please. From sea to shining sea, from battlefields to burning skies so wide. You've held the line, you saved our pride. We're grateful every single day we breathe for the lives you guard, the hope you leave, helping hands for cruising, send us on your way. Thank you. Get on, keep life in the way. Thank you. Carry on, yeah. Carry on.
Carry on. Thank you. Now, I've seen a couple of people in there going, well, first Scotty J saying g'day to Trisha. Second, Scotty J says this is his fave. Let me say this song was written by Chris Vitak, who is the treasurer. He put everything together, and I'll tell you what, it is a favourite amongst many, me included. I'm absolutely... Oh, it says everything we want to say, and it just kind of puts it out there. Thank you for all your service. We really appreciate it. Hang on, I got to do this one for Mr. Scott. I have to do this one. Sorry. Scott! G'day, Scott. Welcome aboard, buddy. Nice to have you here. Scotty J says, good morning, Scottster, and g'day, Mike. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Mike. Yeah, you know what, Mike? That reminds me of a movie, Nemo, Finding Nemo, where the, I can quite honestly say that the seagulls do sound like that. Mike. Saying g'day to Scotty, and also Scotty, and back at you, Mike, and Trisha, and everybody saying g'day, which is awesome. We love that. Now, by the way, on the Helping Hands for Cruising channel, if you do hashtag HH4C, you will get your link put up, and we appreciate that if you do. So there you go. Mike's having a bit of a giggle at my comment. Yep, Mike. Yep. Hashtag HH4C, and you will get your link put up. That's if Nightbot is working properly. I hope it does. I hope it does everything it should do. Anyway, so for all those that are militarily involved, whether you are a veteran or you are current, if you feel that you'd like to join us on board the cruise, as soon as we've got the figures, we'll expect to see your deposits put down, and we'll expect to see you signing up for the cruise. If you know of somebody who's not had the opportunity to do what we do, what we enjoy, please put together a 2 to 5 minute video. Can't be a family friend, I'm afraid. Can't be a family member, I'm afraid. Has to be third-partied out. So there we go. We want as many people on board the cruise with us as possible, because I mean, the more the merrier. I mean, think about it. Can you imagine? We're in the bar, we're having a drink. Somebody pulls out a challenge coin. We all talk about our experiences. Hey, we may even be a little bit illegal. I'll say this quietly. We may be a little bit illegal, and pull out a couple of pennies and play an Australian game called Two Up. Now, if you've never had the experience of playing Two Up, it is a game that we do play in the casino, and it gets some high stakes. Trisha's just got in the car, so we'll be listening and driving. Awesome, Trish. Really pleased that you can do so. But please drive safely. So yeah, we'll be playing Two Up. Now, the way that works is we get a piece of board, and you get 2 pennies, one headed heads up and one side headed heads down. And the idea is that you flick it in the air, and when it lands, people bet on how those 2 coins are going to land. Both heads up, both heads down, one heads up, one heads down. Who knows? I can tell you now, large sums of money have gone through the coffers. What if the heads are... That's because, Scotty, you've been rubbing those coins too much, or you've been putting those coins where you shouldn't. Tricia says, I'm hoping once the specifics are said, she can talk her uncle and aunt into the cruise. He's former military. That's going to be amazing. Hey, Trish, which branch of the services? If you can type, don't try and do it while you're driving. But if you can type, that would be great. Just curious, which branch? Was he a Marine? Was he a SEAL? Was he a... I mean, we're going down all the seaward avenues, like a Marine, a SEAL. Next you'll tell me he was a shark, and then hopefully he's not a whale. Maybe he's a beached whale. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. Let's be nice. But at the end of the day, it would be awesome if he came along on the cruise. Has he ever cruised before? Hopefully he has. He's in the Marines. Awesome. And hopefully he's cruised before, so that'll be great, and really look forward to it. I mean, this is going to be great. Can you imagine? We're going to have a shipload of military personnel and first responders on board. We'll be trying to make some space that'll be quiet space. So if people are going through some PTSD or whatever, and they need a space to go and just be quiet and think about things or have a quiet chat with somebody, there'll be a space made for them, and it'll be available. We're also looking at trying to drag the bigger group in, so we've got something special planned for the veterans awareness or military awareness things that the cruise ships do, but we'll have our own special, and we'll hope that NCL will join in with us. It will be amazing. We're certainly looking forward to all the fun and merriment that we're going to be having, because at the end of the day, it's the first responders and the military personnel that we're thanking for their service. I mean, I know from our point of view here, and all we need to do is just look around the world what's going on, right? There are military personnel that are everywhere, and they're in harm's way. Particularly those in the Middle East, particularly those in the Ukraine area, in Eastern Europe, particularly those in parts of Africa, and virtually all around the world. There are military personnel doing their bit to save their communities, and we appreciate it, because at the end of the day, without that, we wouldn't have the freedoms that we have. So let's continue to thank them in more ways than one, in every way we can. All right. Now, there is a bit of change that you will be seeing in the social media side of things, and we've got a bit of assistance here from somebody special. I'm not going to tell you who it is right now. You guys can hang on for a while, because this person certainly comes with a big expectation of what needs to be done, and so we're asking anybody who's got any information that you feel would benefit HH4C, if you can forward it into our we'll forward into info@helpinghandsforcruising.org. And we will then take a look at it. I'll hand it to the person who's involved, and they will then look at it. They will look at it in terms of they're not going to what's the word I'm looking for? He's not a censor. He's not going to censor it. But what he is going to do is he's going to schedule it at the appropriate time on the appropriate platform. And with that in mind, we're looking for people to be able to pass that info forward. So we want as many videos of you with members of HH4C if you've got, or members with recipients, HH4C recipients. So for example, if you were on the ABC's cruise and you've got some great videos of Gabby and Bruce and all of them, hey, forward it in. Let's get that one way or another to our social media side of things and get things happening. If you've got any video from the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise, from the Put a Lime in It, excuse me, from the ABC's cruise, from the the one that James and Cindy and Scott and Amber were on. If you've got any of these videos or pictures, please put them forward, and we will certainly get that out to our person who's now our social media person, and I will introduce them to you when the time is right. Right now, the time's not right. There's a couple of steps that have to play, but I'm putting it a heads up. Get the info in. Let's get that person busy as. I want Michael Ann busy as hell, because she's going to have to go through a bucket load of recipients, and she's got a helper. That helper's name is Dan. You all know Dan. He was a recipient on the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise. He's now going on Michael Ann's committee to give her assistance. So there we go. It's going to be awesome. Backlash Fisherman, welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Thank you for popping on board. Hopefully you enjoy the show with the rest of us. And yeah, excitement, rule excitement. Yeah, so HH4C, let's get some stuff happening. Who's gonna send me Coastal and Panda on a cruise? Really? Good question. Don't know the answer. Seriously. Okay, so, there's a recipient. I mean, a person that haven't noticed. G'day, Linda. Welcome aboard. No, whoa. Wait a minute.
Linda, listen, Linda. Listen. Okay, what?
There we go. Listen, Linda. Welcome aboard, young lady. I believe you're still excited, I was told. That's a good thing. Yes, Scotty, I just did it. Listen, Linda. Okay. And hey, Scotty comes back. So, actually, folks, if you find it in your heart that you've got a good opportunity to have a listen to, there is a video that I really want you to watch. It's on the Down Under Cruises. It was and I think I've moved it across also to Helping Hands, but it was an interview I did with Linda just after she found out that she was a recipient on the Heroes Cruise. It's called Who's Your Hero? Go in and have a look at it. There are some shenanigans, and I'll tell you what, Linda is a deserving recipient, and yep, she certainly does benefit from it and will benefit. Backlash Fisherman, hopefully Margaritaville at Sea will soon. Will soon what? Scotty, I'm so excited to be cruising with you. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I can tell you now, Linda won't know where to put herself. I think that mouth is going to be going 90 to the dozen, and she'll be catching up with everybody, making a whole heap of new friends, and oh, what does she say? Trying to keep it contained since she got at least 793 days, guesstimating the countdown. Absolutely. And in the middle of August, we will have a more definite date and time. So there you go. Backlash fishermen, all I'd have to pay for is coastal water. Well, that's good. And but no one's counting, says Scotty. Linda is saying, same Scotty, can't wait to get a big Scotty J hug, I think. I think you were trying to say that at the same time as other things. But anyway, yep, yeah. So you're not the only one, Scotty. We're all trying to get together with that young lady. I'll tell you what, she certainly makes a huge difference. Yeah. Okay, so we've spoken about the quiet space on the Heroes cruise. We're also going to have some big assistance with NCL to do the the military appreciation ceremony. We've got some things that we're busy working out, busy planning. I'm not going to tell you everything, because if I do, then I've got nothing to give to you a little later on. But there are some other exciting activities that we're going to look forward to as well. Linda is saying, yes, a hug, but in Scotty J fashion, we say hey like hey. Okay, well, hey, there'll be a hug, several of them. We know for a fact. Linda, or rather whoop whoop, yeah, that's much better saying whoop whoop, because we know where that comes from. Okay, so like I say, the only thing we're waiting on now is NCL, and as soon as they have the go, we're gonna run. Scotty, joke, you know what a gay horse eats? Yeah, I know. Linda's having a good old giggle there. Yep. But I did know that horses do get happy occasionally. Shaun, seriously, you're upsetting the wrong people. Anyway, Scotty's got a bit of a smile on his face. And Stream Elements is saying to the community, Helping Hands for Cruising would like to thank you all for your donations. Absolutely, folks. We appreciate all donations coming in. Scott is giving us the big giggles because he's got a laugh on board. And good morning, Scott, from Linda. Most importantly right now, folks, we are focusing on the Heroes cruise, but I do want to say there are other things going on right now. For example, we're still waiting on the Australian Charities and Not-for-Profit Commission to actually assign somebody to check out our application. They have said that it would be roughly 12 weeks. I'm wondering whether it's 12 weeks before they even look at it. But at the end of the day, we're still hanging in there, see what's going on, and hopefully things will start to shine fairly shortly. We're also looking for Australian members to come on to the Australian board so that we can start to plan things for the future. Yeah, I can't do everything. So the US board is now fully functional, and we've got some good people on board there, good things happening. All we need now is getting some sponsorships, and so we're asking for anybody, if you know of an organization that is prepared to sponsor us one way or another, whether it be in kind or whether it be dollars up front. Hey, we don't mind, we'll take dollars. All we ask is put your interest in, and we'll actually send out a prospectus. We've got a prospectus for them. They can have a look, see what what benefits they get, and what other opportunities there are all round. Because we're trying to make this a charity that people want to assist with in all ways, in all avenues. So, for example, if you have, if you're with an organisation like your company donates through Benevity, hey, we would be happy to work alongside you and Benevity. We already do that with a number of people on board who do donations, and that goes through Benevity. Also, we're looking for organisations that are prepared to give us accommodation for our recipients. We're looking for airlines that would be prepared to fly our recipients backwards and forwards. So no matter which way you look at it, we're looking for avenues that we can actually put together some funds, put together some benefits so that the recipients have a better opportunity, and you know what, make a difference. Make a difference. A real, honest to goodness difference in their lives. Like some people that are going to come on board, like some people who have been on board. Tell you what, I can remember everyone bar none, when they walked up, and I even had my own family on board the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise, and they all did exactly the same thing. Walk into the terminal, and when you're walking along the gangway to get on board the cruise ship, they take one look at the ship and they go, Oscar Mike Golf, oh my goodness me, is this thing big? And then they go on board, and then the fun starts, the mayhem starts. The good news is they go on board, they find their cabin, they put their stuff in it, and they just start to have a blast. A real blast. And just imagine somebody who's never actually been on board a cruise, right? Like all the recipients had never actually been on a cruise before. My son had never been, he wasn't a recipient, he paid for everything, right? But he got on board that cruise ship, and I can tell you, he did not know where to put himself first. He did not know where to go. And I can tell you there were some moments that I lost some hair, which is really hard because I didn't have any hair when I went on the cruise. But I lost some hair because there he went. We did a bar crawl on the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise, and boy, did he do the bar crawl, because he not only did he go and do exactly what was expected, but he went through every drink. Like, he was just about 5 short of the 15. And then we had the dance up, the white party at the end of the night. And there he was dancing in an inebriated state, but he was having an absolute blast. Dan was having an absolute blast. He was the recipient. Dan was the recipient. My son was MC, and he was assisting Dan as well. They both had an absolute blast. The band, we had a band on the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise. They had an absolute ball, and it was, oh my goodness me. You should have seen. It was fun. It was so much fun. Corrado brought his young daughter along, and she experienced some Australianisms, but at the end of the day, she had an absolute blast on board that cruise as well. So, what can I say? You know, every time somebody gets on board a cruise and they're part of the HHC family one way or another, like for example, Gabby and the ABC's cruise, I mean, that made a difference too. There was some good stuff going on there. Gabby didn't know where to put herself, and like I said at the very beginning, Gabby, in every photo we had, Gabby had a smile on her face, except for one. And that was the one where she was told, no, she can't go in the pool. She has to go back to the cabin and get changed because it was dinner time. And she was ropeable. Any rate, she had a blast. And we're looking forward to other info that's coming out of that cruise still. So the Heroes cruise is going to be no different. And whatever other cruises come up in the meantime, they're going to be no different. Now, there is a cruise going on, put on by Jen Cohen and Shannon Marsden. They're going to be doing an Alaska cruise in about March of 27. That's going to be an awesome cruise because on that cruise there will be a slot that will be donated. Now let me see if I've got it here. There we go. I think this is it. Yeah, I think this is it. There we go. There's going to be this cruise going on in it, and they put it up as the bucket list cruise because for many of us, it is a bucket list to go to Alaska. So if they get enough numbers, NCL, in association with NCL, they will be donating one recipient to have a spot on the Heroes cruise. So that is absolutely exciting. We're so looking forward to that one being a success. Yeah, it is. It's not a Helping Hands for Cruising sponsored cruise, but we will support them because there will be donations coming through, and they will be looking at doing things with the Heroes cruise in mind. So good on them. Really proud of their efforts. Really grateful for what they're going to do with us and for us. And yeah, you never know. You never know what's going to happen. As I said before, we're still waiting on the Australian side to come good because that will also determine what cruises we have down under that we can then put through the HH4C system. And yeah, again, it's all exciting. All excitement. Okay, it's coming up to 8 minutes to the hour. 9 minutes to the hour. So I'm going to shut it down shortly. Just asking if anybody's got any questions. Scott is saying g'day to Linda. So I'm asking if anybody's got any questions that you would like me to answer, and we can then move on from there. Just giving you guys a bit of a heads up. Tomorrow night I will be hosting the Stuart Tourist because he took my slot last week. So I'll be hosting it this week, and we look forward to having some amazing info going on there. Let me just see. Yeah, that's fine. Let me see. Answer: they, she, it. Okay. Don't know what we're talking about, but I'll go with that joke. I'll go with that giggle. All excitement. All excitement. Anyway, with that in mind, folks, I'm going to say have a pleasant evening. It is evening time down under. For those of you that are just waking up, have a pleasant day. I wish you nothing but happiness, laughter, and have a look at this new outro that I just put together. Tell me what you think. With that in mind, folks, I'm going to wish you all a fantastic evening, and yeah, see you around the channels.
Dream set sail today, rising up no delay. hands reach out, we say, join us, come what may. Waves of hope we ride, strength is found inside. Together side by side, we conquer every tide. Helping hands for cruising, every heart is choosing. Life's a sea we're losing, nothing just
This is from Fantastic Cruiser Group, Carnival Pride. We had a blast, we enjoy ourselves.
Smiles light up the night, under stars so bright. Turning
I want to
wrongs to
thank him and
right,
Matt.
holding on so tight. Sail with me, we'll find joy in every kind.
That we all enjoyed ourselves together, and they are great friends of ours now. We got 2 brothers. And
Who are they?
Paul, Dewey, and Captain Billy.
Alright, so you guys just had your first cruise. How did you guys enjoy it? And what do you think was your favorite thing that you did?
Favorite thing that we did?
Every heart is choosing. Life's a sea we're losing. Nothing, just keep moving. Holding hands for cruising. Every heart is choosing. Life's a sea we're losing. Nothing, just keep moving.
And do you guys have any recommendations for first-time cruisers?
Under stars so bright.
Believe everything you hear when they say you eat.
Definitely.
Food here.
Holding on so tight.
It's convenient, right at hand.
Sail with me, we'll find
The ice cream machine needs
joy in every kind.
every time you walk through the door,
Leave
it's
the
right
past behind. In each
Great, well thank you for letting me interview you.
Out on the ocean where the blue meets the sky, we gather together.